Everybody rise for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. First order of business is a motion to recess the Commissioners' meeting to hold a retirement board meeting.
It's Malin. So do I motion in seconds or?
Sure.
I'll second.
Krista made the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. A motion to call to order the retirement board.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 A motion to approve the April 15, 2026 agenda.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
A motion to approve the March 18, 2026 minutes.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Under new business is a motion to approve refunds to contributions to employees no longer with the county, and there are 3 listed.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve the following retirements, and there is 1.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve Biondo Investments Advisors for $123,374.71, and it's for the second quarter 2026 fee billing.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn the retirement board.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. A motion to reconvene the Commissioners' meeting.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Are there any public comments or questions concerning today's agenda?
When you get to it, Commissioner Swanton, can you just expand on the item stating execute Pike County
Yes.
non-designated funds policy?
Yes.
Just expand on like why you're doing it, what it is.
Okay. If I forget, remind me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. A motion to approve the April 15, 2026 agenda.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve the April 1, 2026 meeting minutes.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve the April 8, 2026 conference minutes.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve the April 10, 2026 special meeting minutes.
Motion.
Motion.
Oh,
Second.
second, sorry.
All in
However you
favor?
want to do it, aye.
Motion to approve payment from the general fund county bills at $1,272,537.92.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve a payment of the hazardous materials fund in the amount of $549.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve payment from the bridge repair funds in the amount of $28,023.75.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve payment to the Pike County Employees Health Insurance Fund for $88,532.20.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Under Personnel, motion to promote Aaron Johnson to Clerk Typist 2 for Agency on Aging retroactive to April 1, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. A motion to acknowledge receipt of a letter from President Judge Gregory H. Chellick that he has promoted Elizabeth Triplett to pre-trial caseworker in the Adult Probation Department effective April 20, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to hire Christina Alfrey as a caseworker 1 in Children and Youth Services for a 40-hour work week effective April 20, 2026, pending successful background screening results with benefits after 90 days. This is a replacement position.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to acknowledge receipt of a letter from the District Attorney Raymond J. Tonkin advising that he has created a position of Deputy District Attorney in the District Attorney's Office effective April 20th, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to acknowledge receipt of a letter from District Attorney Raymond J. Tonkin advising that he has promoted Alec Calhoun to the position of Deputy District Attorney in the District Attorney's Office effective April 20th, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to acknowledge receipt of a letter from District Attorney Raymond J. Tonkin advising that he has eliminated one Assistant District Attorney position in the District Attorney's Office effective April 20th, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to recess the Commissioners' meeting to hold a Salary Board meeting.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to convene the Salary Board.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve the April 1 and April 8th, 2026 Salary Board minutes.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to increase the hourly rate of Aaron Johnson by 75 cents per hour due to her promotion to Clerk Typist 2 for the Area Agency on Aging, retroactive to April 1, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to increase the hourly rate of Elizabeth Triplett to $19.21 an hour due to her promotion to pretrial caseworker in the Adult Probation Department effective April 20th, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to increase the hourly rate of Melissa Cahoot to $40.27 per hour in the Domestic Relations Department effective April 20th, 2026 due to a probation and domestic relations restructuring.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to increase the hourly rate of Darlene Welsh to $25.69 per hour in the Domestic Relations Department effective April 20th, 2026 due to a probation and domestic relation restructuring.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to increase the hourly rate of Janine Odenthal to $23.94 per hour in the Domestic Relations Department effective April 20th, and this is due to probation and domestic relations restructuring.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to set the annual salary of Christina Alfrey to $49,920 as a caseworker 1 in Children and Youth Services for a 40-hour work week effective April 20th, pending successful background screening result with benefits after 90 days. This is a replacement position.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to set the annual salary of Alec Calhoun at $111,007.40 to his promotion to Deputy District Attorney in the District Attorney's Office effective April 20th, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to adjourn the salary board.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to reconvene the Commissioners' meeting.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Under old business, a motion to open the bids for leasing approximately 80 acres of tillable fields for the purpose of planting for the 2026 growing season.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
One bid from Hillcrest Farm, and the bid is $2,500 for the season.
You want to accept the bid?
Yeah.
Motion to accept the one bid?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve the invoice from Morgan Site Contractors LLC for the purchase and installation of traffic control measures at Pike County Bridge number 22.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Under new business, motion to adopt resolution number 26-11, Crime Victims' Rights Week, April 19th through 25th, 2026.
Whereas crime in America has a devastating impact on victims and survivors and tears at the social fabric of our society as a whole. And whereas no victim or survivor should have to endure the trauma of victimization and its impact, physical, financial, emotional, spiritual, and social, alone. And whereas the community of crime victims and survivors, those who serve them, and countless allies work together to ensure that victims' needs are identified and met with quality, collaborative, and comprehensive services. And whereas there are more than 12,000 system and community-based victim services programs across the nation that help crime survivors and promote community safety, and over 32,000 laws that define and protect victims' rights. And whereas 2026 is the 45th anniversary of National Crime Victims' Rights Week, first proclaimed by President Ronald Reagan in 1981. And whereas this time-honored tradition unites all who care about crime, victimization, and survivors to acknowledge and honor survivors, their challenges, and their strengths. And whereas during 2026 National Crime Victims' Rights Week, April 19th to 25th, we recommit our efforts to promote and strengthen the extensive community that supports and serves victims and survivors of crime. And therefore, be it resolved, we, the Pike County Commissioners, do hereby proclaim the week of April 19th to 25th, 2026 as Crime Victims' Rights Week in Pike County, with this proclamation amplifying our commitment to ensure that crime victims' rights and services are not only recognized annually, but provided daily.
Thank you, Krista. And I'll entertain a motion for that resolution.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
A motion to approve the following human service payment vouchers on behalf of the Office of Human Services, fair in the amount of $1,896.36, and homeless assistance program in the amount of $2,351.54.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to authorize the chairman to execute the modification request number 1 for the contract, and it's listed there ending in 2901, fiscal year 2021, on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to authorize the chief clerk to execute the stop-loss rate cap endorsement from Samarita Life Insurance Company.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to authorize the chief clerk to execute the savings share plus endorsement from Samarita Life Insurance Company.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to execute the County of Pike undesignated fund balance policy.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Is this the one you wanted clarification on? So I can tell you what that is. We've adopted a policy to make sure that our fund balance stays at a particular level and provides us with a mapping plan to get it back to that level if it by going 20% a year to a certain amount. We think it's a responsible and good thing to do. Fund balances are put in place so that we can get through difficult times and unforeseen expenses, and we need to build that back to a level that it was prior to COVID, and this is our initiative to do that. Thank you. Motion to authorize the chief clerk to execute the savings share plus endorsement. Did I do this one?
Yeah.
How about I?
Number
not do
7.
that one again? Motion to authorize the chairman to execute the special event permit for the Pike County Semi-Sesquicentennial Parade.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 36-2026, an ordinance for the protection of Pike County properties as well as protection of protesters protesting on said county properties.
I will abstain, and I will offer my reason why. The emergency meeting was called this past Friday, and according to the county code, emergency meetings are called to address a quote clear and present danger to life or property. I did not receive any information that led me to believe that anything that was going on between then and now warranted an emergency meeting. My colleagues did. I respect their opinion to do that. That is the only reason why I'm abstaining. I would have approved it otherwise.
I'll make the motion, but I'll also state that urgency to do this came from our warden, and I think we need to adhere to believe what our warden is telling us, and he was very concerned, so I respectfully disagree, but I'll make the motion to pass the ordinance.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye,
Aye.
and one abstention. Okay, the motion passes. Number 9, right? Motion to authorize the chief clerk to execute the amendment of Express Scripts, Inc., the pharmacy benefits management agreement.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Under miscellaneous, as always, the Penn State Extension calendar of events. And one of the most exciting and big events of the year is this Saturday at Lily Pond, and that is the fishing derby for all the young people in Pike County. It's a very, very well-attended party. The fish will arrive timely around 7 to 7:30, and then the derby will start after we help Blooming Grove Club stock the fish. This is something that is, the fish are paid for by the Commissioner's office, and it is a popular and good event at Lily Pond. So we invite you all to join us.
Have the fish been told why they're there?
I think maybe we could tell them that, but I'll make sure that we tell them when they arrive on the
Give them a heads up.
Break it to them gently.
It is a really good and popular event. And now we're at press and public comments. Yeah.
Fred Weber, Milford Borough. So I'm not even going to ask if you've made any progress with MPS and the STAR. I think at this point, I would really love to see the commissioners have a personal meeting scheduled with the new permanent director of MPS, Eamon Leahy.
Yep.
I mean, otherwise this is going nowhere. I mean, you guys can't even get updates, so imagine the public. We have no idea.
We agree, and we're pleased that Eamon was promoted to this position. He's someone that's local here, and that's kind of unusual for that position. And we've had a conversation with him. He was away right after his promotion, and we will organize a meeting and make that request. We appreciate your question on that, and bring you up to date after we meet with him.
Yeah, I mean, the important part is the residents see it is, we'd like to have this ready for the 250th.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be put in place, the solar panel, the whole thing. So this needs to have a little urgency. I know NPS is glacial, but I think a face-to-face meeting would be beneficial.
We concur with your concerns, and we will reach out to him.
And just so you are aware, we have had a face-to-face meeting in the past with them as part of this process, so, yeah.
Good. It's time for another one, it's good.
Yes, sir.
You guys bring lunch, that might incentivize them. I don't know. So the $28,000 for the bridge repair fund, is that for a specific bridge, or what is that?
You want to give details on that?
Bridge 26.
Yeah, bridge 22.
22, that is for the bridge right down here so that we can put this proper signage and barriers in place, that it isn't open to general traffic.
The bridge repair fund expenses for various bridges, Rattlesnake Creek Bridge, Tom's Creek, Broad Street over Vandermark, Rutledge, expenses, Winona Bridge, and special use permits.
So it's a combination of a bunch of different projects that we're working on.
And then just a comment, we see a lot of talk about the Shawnee power line coming down here, a lot of protests about it. One thing that's interesting to me is that nobody's ever talking about the other side of this coin, which is that we get our power from Rockland and Orange County. That's where PCLP gets their power. Now, New York following through on their drive to not generate electric via fossil fuels or natural gas, the price of electric is going to skyrocket. It will kill any economic development in this county, and it will be a terrible burden to the residents. So that's the other side of the coin that's not been represented. I don't even know if the Shawnee line, 69 kV line, would be Northeast Pike or however far PCLP goes, but I think it's something that needs to be looked at and addressed.
Matt, did you want to speak to that?
Oh, there we are, sorry. So we have been discussing that, we're fully aware of that, of being able to interconnect with that line up there, not so much for the KV, the 69 KV, which will additionally bring some more electric for this region, but also get us onto the PJM grid. As you state, we know this, we've been fighting for this for a long time, that we in the northeastern part of Pike County sit as an island. And when we spoke to FERC last year, we may be the only island like this in the nation. They were amazed that we had no connection to the national grid. And you're right, that is the other side of the coin. people in our region of Pike County, I say our, meaning me and Fred and with Milford Borough, we pay about 30% more in electric rates than other places in the county. So this is part of it. I know there's meetings coming up here soon that Lisa Baker and Jeff Olson are putting together with MedEd to talk about this and also talk about how this project is going to impact through Delaware and Bingham Township. Obviously, it is already coming through Lehman, or it's very close. So the meetings will become, but you are right, there is another side to the story. And I guess the answer to all of this is that we just need to work our best so that we, reduce the impact it has on as many as we can. I can't say that it's not going to impact somebody. We would just be disingenuous to say that. When these type of projects, whether it's a gas pipeline across Cummings Hill, which occurred 12 years ago, or any other place when these type of improvements come that we need to have more electricity, it's going to impact somebody. So I look forward to the meeting that Lisa and Jace and Jeff are putting together so we can hear more and respect the residents who are going to be impacted by this as it comes across those townships heading up into this whole area. And hopefully in the future, it benefits all of us on the eastern end, because obviously we need to have some improvements in the eastern end of Pike County.
I'll speak on it as well, because I know in the past when I ran for office, there was a controversial subject, and I believe that we should offer an opinion even if we have no impact. We have no authority over what happens with this line. However, I do take into consideration the concerns by the residents. I take also into consideration that there is a modification that could be made to the current plan. It's going to cost companies a little more money, but if that's going to potentially keep people out of danger, save some homes and save a bunch of hassle, I think that modification should strongly be considered. We do need progress. We need progress, obviously, as well. So
We just need a backup.
We need to look at all these things. We need to understand that all of these costs that get affiliated, whether it's in Pike County Light and Power, which is what we have in Milford Borough, all of these additional costs get laid on one group, the ratepayers. So it all needs to be taken into account that we all are treated equally and fairly when it comes to this. Because this has been going on a long time in Pike County, that we have been limited to our access to electricity. Before this, it was Orange and Rockland, and I just told some people a story the other day that back in the early 90s, when Orange and Rockland only had a facility in Middletown, New York, when the power went out in Pike County and Milford, we could be out for days waiting for them to come over, particularly in a winter storm. So it's gotten better, and we can only look for it to get even better so that we can have more redundancy and resiliency, and this is one of the solutions to that. So again, we'll be respectful, and we all need to be respectful to the people that it's impacting as it comes to Bingham and Delaware, and we'll hear their concerns, and we'll do the best we can to mitigate them.
So has a date and a venue been picked for this meeting?
No, because it's being orchestrated by the senator and Jeff, and I know they're not there, I'm not throwing them under the bus, but a letter was out, it was last week or 10 days ago from them. I believe we were copied on it, but it was sent to the townships, and I believe also to MedEd and whoever else is behind this project.
Matt, Jeff's,
Could be PJM. Could be PJM also.
Matt, Jeff's representative isn't here. Did you want to?
She
Yeah,
can
no,
confirm
we do
that it's
not-
not a date yet.
We do not have a date or time yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Anyone else? Yes.
On two-part, on this current conversation with respect to the grid, Matt is correct with respect to this area of Pennsylvania is one of the only ones that was a concern. President Bill Clinton created the Critical Infrastructure Protection Act, where we identified in the private sector and the public sector critical assets of the nation. Electricity, just like water supply and transportation, airports, so on and so forth, were identified as critical assets to be protected. And I recall having been the IRS Treasury Critical Protection Officer that somebody mentioned in one of the meetings back then that it wasn't Pike County, they just said Northeast Pennsylvania was not, in focus with respect to the grid when they were discussing critical infrastructure protection. So that's just reconfirms what provides another backstory to Commissioner Osberg's discussion with respect to the criticality of for Shawnee Walker. Yes, there's a lot of health issues related, financial issues related, and so on and so forth, but from a federal, state level. So that's the one discussion. The discussion about the Pike County property protection is, I think, a three-pointed hat on that. The first point, obviously, is security, as referenced by Commissioner Caceres. After the Oklahoma City bombing, the U.S. Marshals Service was instructed or ordered to come up with a plan to protect federal facilities. One of their focuses, other than security, was based on the property being protected. In this case, whether it be the correctional facility, the courthouse. It was the population that's in that building. So when you think of the correctional facility, it's the population and the numbers of people. Identifies the risk and criticality. I shared an email when I saw the activity on Friday. The Supreme Court, back in, I think it was 2015, I'm not positive, also discussed not only the security aspect of protecting our facilities, our government facilities, but it also addresses decorum and influence. My sensitivity, not just along with somebody trying to influence the actions of our justices in the courthouse, it's also the morale and the strength of being able to execute the leadership of the warden and the vice warden, the officers, the officers within the jail. So it's those three things, not only the security, but the decorum and influence. So even though there might not be a viable red light, green light, yellow light on the correctional facility, there's still, I think, the decorum and the influence perspectives as it relates to the new, I think it's a resolution as well as a ordinance pursuant to protecting our government buildings. So I respect what you said, and I understand and respect what you said with respect to abstaining, as well as Commissioners Osterberg and Smaza.
Yeah, if it was on the agenda today, I would have voted yes.
Yeah.
So,
But thank you all for
Thank you.
engaging.
thank you.
Anyone else? Yes.
So you discussed that there was a need warranted by concern of the warden. Did anything actually pan out in this publication? Did anyone show?
So he received notice from the federal government of a kind of a nationwide type of protest and at all facilities throughout the United States. And fortunately, we didn't see anything. So the answer is we didn't see anything.
Can you please identify yourself for the record?
Yeah, Dakota Andrews.
Anyone else? Motion to adjourn.
Motion.